I'm live. Hello, this is a live recording. If you are catching a replay, which will start after this is over, feel free to fast forward through the chit chat because this is our community corner. You know, kind of like quilting bee or whatever. So I'm live. I'm going to sit here for a few minutes and give folks a chance to come in. Okay. YouTube. And here we are. Hi, Joycey. I'm kind of trying to get back into a routine. Did you have a good weekend? Hope you're staying healthy up there on the East Coast. West Coast. I found my prescription astigmatism readers last Thursday and lost them again. And I have called myself looking. So you know how you kind of try to put yourself in your frame of mind, call back in your own head, think, no, okay, they were lost for 2 months and you found them, so where are you going to put them so they won't get lost again? And my memory was on the desk, so there's a possibility it got put in something. Our weekends are pretty much like our others. Just quiet. We do what we want to do. Dagnabbit. I'm not seeing it all good these days, and I wanted those to see if it made it better. It's not like me to stick them down in a pencil jar or something. So we'll just see if anybody else joins us. Turn that down or make sure it's down. Okay. Down. I pulled a napkin a while ago and thought, this is the ghost of the napkin. You can kind of see the printing here. This is another one of the canvas pages that I had so much trouble getting the paint to stick. I put a little coffee on some of these. Whoa, that one definitely needs something on it before you paint on it. I'm going to give that a quick dry. Since it's you, hold your ears. coffee stain on this one. Look at the strange color. Still bleeding off those distresses, I would reckon. And that should flatten back out when it gets dry. I used matte medium, but I just used a very little bit. Anyway, you can kind of see the pattern in the paper. Maybe, come on, there's a little border. It's just pattern. You can't really discern what it is. These are going to have some brightening. I think I put coffee on that one too. I did put coffee on that one. I made some the other day for I don't know, something I was doing, and it's still just sitting here in a Pyrex cup, and the kitchen man hasn't hollered yet for it, so we'll see. I just keep finding scraps of paper and dipping them in. Boy, these lights don't do a thing for this color. She's a whole lot warmer than the lights are showing, but that's okay. Put these up so they can be dry. And I'll show those to everybody after a while. Just sitting here twiddling our fingers. Oh, look at all those white pages. Oh my goodness. I may be on this one a while. Tweet. All right. I've been putting fixative on the pastel side. It's getting there. It won't dust off much. But in cases like that, if I get finished with the book and feel like it, I can put a clean piece of glassine paper. And this would work fine too. Not the optimum solution. Glassine is the best, but deli paper will work. So put that out of the way. I forgot to clean out my thing the other day. Now, I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. That's not the subject of it. Tape. I made some tape. My coffee's not strong enough. Now, if I'm lucky, this will just peel right off, and it does. Peel right off the paper. And it is see, amber colored. I also used a few alcohol ink drops to make it look weathered. Both of them are about the same. This one has a little more of a brownish color, but I did it with shellac and alcohol ink. And then I had this paper had fallen in the floor. This is a yellow onion skin that I bought for collaging. And it just happened to be laying there in the floor. So I thought, I'll get that. So I just watered it up and put it in the can. You know, just skimmed the top with it and then opened it up and did it again. Crumpled and did it again. So I thought I might use that today. So I guess storing the tape, might as well just store it on here. Maybe just roll it up, peel off a piece when you need it. Might be the best. But that's fun, and that's a project done. Hi, Gail. You like that? I think this is just cool. Cooler than snot on a doorknob. That's what we say down south. Amber shellac is amazing. And I've had this, God, 4 or 5 years since I did a wet burn on encaustic with this. So anyway, we're gonna use a little. I've got my phone handy. I'm gonna start in today's gonna be these. And if I get through and still feel like it, I may start a girl in that journal. And in honor of the paper, I pulled this napkin that I got it Tuesday morning. I think y'all know me well enough to know that these aren't my colors, but let me put this away. Back up here. And then I've got that piece that I put some shellac on last week, and that was just a cleanup piece. Here's the gold piece that might work. Any of those would work, as a matter of fact. And those came out of my Anna Griffin velour paper box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors and patterns. So now you know what that's about. Okay, everything's up out of the way. You guys are so sweet. Sweet. It's official. The Robin Design Team is kicked off and running. And if y'all have not gotten your free set in March, hustle on over to, well, you know, that needs some. Robin's Teachable page. I'm not sure I like the white of the page. I'll put just a little bronze on here. May help it a little bit. I like putting that paint on thin like that because it's almost dry immediately. But when I flipped back, I was just looking to myself how much better I like this one with the little color in the background. Just in case. I don't know if y'all saw this one or not. I did some work last week on my own. Did y'all see this? This is all these cracked pieces that look like broken glass are from one of my plates that I've just rolled off color on. And it's sitting there long enough that it came off in big chunks. So it, to my mind, kind of looks like a reflection in an old mirror, one of those old mercury mirrors. And this is I did an oil painting in a journal like this, and to help it dry, I just put a piece of bond paper down on top of it and got a print. It was real rough, but your nose looks awful. But anyway, then I just came back in with one of the charcoal stumps that had some charcoal on it, and just hit where the faces would go. Hey, Malia. How are you, darling? And since my South After is just right here at hand, this is Pebeo Studio. You know, back, gosh, 3 years ago, I guess, when Heather Crafter was just getting started, everybody was buying this. So, of course, you know, I had to have it. And haven't used it since. I've got 6 or 7 of them. Let's do the roller thing since we did it over there. We did it on this page. I did it on this page. So just a little bit of paint. and I need to get back up in there. So make sure I do that here. Doesn't take much paint to do this. Because we're not after the pink look, we're after getting rid of the white look. There. That's right pretty. Got some left. Don't want to waste any. My usual trick, you're going to stick. Dry that just a little. That's such a neat technique. It just looks like an old wall. Okay, now decide what we're going to do here. Just need water. Coffee will work. I'm just going to get this bird. Go ahead and get this flower. Greatest tricks. Oh man, that is just so cool. We'll bring it in. This page is so big, I'm just going to bring it in. And grab this little cluster of flowers right here. Might do some of those leaves here in a minute. Thinking. You hear it? That's my brain. I'm going to use Oohoo. If it comes loose, I can always tip it down with something. The reason I was debating is because I don't know if I want the wetness of matte medium. Napkins are so fragile. And if you decide that you're going to, well, you really need to burnish it, put something on top of it. That's perfectly flat. Now this is still intuitive journaling. I'll put Robin's link in there in a minute. You can go get her printables for this month free. And me and Patty Tolly Parrish and Rachel Clark Bellamy and Art Archaeology are all playing. Look at that, crooked. Oh well, we'll fix that with something. So during the month of March, we're going to do collaging with the bits from Robin and the bits from us. And then at the end of the month, or all through the month, you'll be able to see how 5 different people can use the pieces 5 different ways. And I'll be having some of mine in there, and so will the others. See, we can just fix that right on up. I don't want all hard edges at all. This is the piece I dipped in. Boy, that's awfully nice on that side, but we're going to go here. That's what you started for. I'm going to use, I want to use brown. Not grunging it, just letting that raw edge soak up the ink. Kind of like wicks it. I want some pictographs. Patty's stencils, little symbols. Hang on. Must be one I put away. Oh my goodness. Well, we're not going to spend that much time looking. That's what I get. And the girls. Can't find them. Well, that didn't work. Okay. I've forgotten what I need to do this with. Oh, I know, the little brush. It's been a while. Yeah, we got her that time. I'm thinking, how did we do this? Wait, that's the one you just did? No, never mind. I think you could tell it too, Vicki, if you looked at whether it had ink on it or not. Cool. Just a little bit of something. Okay, we use some of that. I'm flipping through these onion skin pages. I made of robins. I was going to use that. I forgot it. Paper sure doesn't like to tear across its grain. And I've got a ton of Japanese, authentic Japanese stuff from Randy's mother. Better check with you guys. Hey, Sandra. We're all doing great. Sun's out here. Oh, that's looking kind of interesting. Getting rid of the hard cut edge. Get down to Robin's because I'd like to use another piece of hers. I didn't even know it was lurking back there. Okay, I need a stamp or want a stamp right there. I put my stuff for this in the bag, in a bag. See, my little stencils and everything, passports. I'm going to use blue just for a doesn't have to be lined. I like that better up at the top. Okay, let's go. I don't want it all matchy-matchy. The beauty of this onion skin is that you'll be able to see what's under it. This is why I like this method so much. You get very little wrinkle in your book. So now we go building it from the back. I'll get a baby wipe and get that extra glue off. Should do it. I'm gonna have to use I'm gonna use Aiden's tacky on that because somebody never put the lid back on. I wonder who did that. All right, I'll solve that problem another time. I'll use my Isn't that pretty? Whoops. Talk with the pen in your mouth. Y'all that came in late missed my project yesterday. I got the shellac out and made scotch tape. I just glued it to, stuck it to wax paper. And this is just the cheapo dollar store stuff. And I splashed shellac and some alcohol ink on it to give it some. So it's just going to be in there until I get it. And now, because that is plastic, and the stick I'm sure is gone. Bendy. I'm going to use it here too. Anything cardstock or slick. Let's see, I've got this little piece left. Kind of looks like tape. There. I think the hardest part of getting into this is getting papers that you like. Do you like? I do. You happy? Put this over here to dry. And I'll take a picture of it later. Now we've got that one. I did this one the other day. Now I told you the format of this traveler's journal is that you take out all the interior pages and put new ones in, and they're just larger pieces of papers. And then when you get 3 or 4 of them, you can bind all these together and you use your folder year after year. Now I have a choice. I can put something on here. I mean, yeah, I know Robin did it, but I don't have to keep it. Everybody's going to be awash in paper. It's a big word. Well, there's your head, little bird. There. I'm going to use this little, I'm going to trim the side first. We were just getting ready to leave this morning. Go vote. And Randy had carpal tunnel surgery scheduled for 1 o'clock. And I called and said, oops, never mind, we've got to cancel. Your insurance company hasn't approved it yet. So he was in a grumpy mood all morning because he was all set to get it done. Hadn't had anything to eat or drink. So now it's next Tuesday. Okay, get yourself where you gonna sit, son. I'm pulling this black in because maybe it won't make that one so stark. Y'all be look at it, your thrift stores now for photo paper and this kind of translucent paper. I'll turn my fan on. Let me get a drink of water and check with you. Are you buffering? Am I buffering? Okay. StreamYard's fun. So YouTube. Okay, there it is. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, when you get all psyched up for it and then nothing happens, I mean, nobody likes messing with that being cut on, but ooh, good cold water. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I'm hovering over that dark spot. Oopsie. I can put it right there. There are no rules. I like it better anyway with this cover covering part of the. Be careful now. Well, that's okay. If you want to go that way, go that way. little more interesting. Anyway, now I got this little doohickey. I'm covering up my precious little piece. That'll work. There. Doesn't have to be conspicuous. Now, won't that be fun to see what Patty and Robin and all of them do with the same supplies? That's going to be fun. Because we all make all these papers. And then we all say, what do you do with them? I like. Doesn't take long. Okay. Now we'll go to the little one. These aren't rule rules. These are just, I'm doing this one on top extra that everybody else is doing because I had it started. Whoops. And I love this size. So there's a piece. And that purple one down here. Pretty. Let's cut that. I mean, we've got a straight edge. Let's do it. Now, the fun of these is you can photograph all of these and make more papers. really want any more napkin. Oops. It's okay, no harm, no foul. I didn't print these things on high enough quality, so some of mine are real icky looking. I'm going to use a piece of this to patch this little hole down here. Isn't that pretty? This was some stuff I printed for the baby book I did. See, I got one of my pages, I got a little too hurry, which I do. Should do that. Okay, Joycey, what did you do with it? I think it's time for a clean up. It's on the floor. Well, I mean, you know, as much as I can tell, because it was a perfect cut piece. Does anybody see it? Boo-hoo. Hey, Rachel. How are you? Rachel's in our in the Robin's jelly team is what it's called. I'll have to get used to that. Now, if I could just find that little piece of paper, I would be happy, 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 happy. Oop, you better get that out of there. That'll be dyed good. Let me pick that up. Hey, Rachel, look at my amber paper. I put shellac all over this yellowish paper. Okay, let's see if there's another one of those little stamps. I don't want to waste any time. Look what I found. I was thinking about the path it would have taken So let's do that. And that to cover the hole. And then a stamp. It's not the most ingenious page in the world. Don't lose it again. Put it up there. Put it up there, you know what's going to happen. Love my little book. This would be a perfect spot for one of Patty's pictographs. If I could find the stencil. You know what I've got? Here. There. Rustle. Since I can't find my... There it is. That's fine. You can quit looking for it. I don't know. Now I've got to decide if I want the purple, bright red. I'm going for the bright red because it kind of ties in over here. I'm going to do the whole thing. Told y'all how much I like these ink pads from Moonlight. The Moonlight stamps from, I never can remember their name. The Moon Maker. That shouldn't be hard. Cool. I like it better. Better. I like everything at arm's reach when I can possibly do it. I've got my stamps hanging up on the metal rack beside me. Here. Stick your finger in it. Ta-da. And I put the pictograph upside down, but don't tell Patty. All right. This is what we got done today. Here's my page, the big page. I like that. And then the traveler's page. And then the little page, the baby page. That could use a little bit of tape, couldn't it? This is just cheap cellophane tape from the dollar store, taped on the dollar store wax paper, and then splattered and dripped and stuff with amber shellac and some ink, Axully. I'm gonna cut this in half. Put it right there. Perfect. Now this could use other strip. There. Cute. And you know what? I bet that's not sticky enough. Well, it's sticking, so we'll see. If it comes loose, I can always fix it. Oh, I forgot about, oh, well, they go somewhere else. Okie doke. Now I've got, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages in the big book. What time is it? 5:03. I'm going to make a few add pop-ins and stuff. Bye, Gail. Oh, so you can change the color of the red. I put that darn combo glue on this. So you can come in here and go across over here and back over there, and then you can stamp it. That didn't show up very good. Never mind. Anyway, you can make the color lighter. See, it's pinkier than the first one. I think it really shows more some of the darker colors. Arting and cleanup is so much easier once I started using baby wipes. And these are also hybrid, so they're permanent, and they're half ink and half pigment. So that's why. Now, see what else y'all talk about. I'm glad, Gail, I'm glad to know your carpal wasn't that bad. I told Randy his carps are running. He needs to go catch them. Forgot to tell y'all that last Saturday, I think it was, he went fishing. in there. Oh, drat. Oh, oh. Wrong folder. Hang on, Snoopy. Look at this. Rainbow trout, about 3 pounds. Look at the color. So anyway, I'm gonna do probably an oil painting. And since I didn't want to have fresh fish in my studio for as long as it would take, this one looks like he has teeth. Anyway, that'll be fun. Okay, I forgot I didn't need to turn y'all off. Okay, YouTube. Now we're going to venture into something that I'm not that good at. What do you think the chances are that I put the lid to that Aileen bottle in here? Slim to none. Nope. That's a word for the wise too, by the way. When you empty stuff, like you finish off an oohoo stick or paint tube or something like that, keep the lids, still have them if you need them. Okay. Now let's go in and see if we can do some tags and stuff. Coffee dyed this. My coffee's too weak. I thought maybe after 4 days it would have strengthened up, but it didn't. Might need to be stirred. Okay, just let that sit. I'm really liking my new baskets. I got 2 this size and a bigger one. 2 bigger ones, one thin one and one thick one. And they're perfect for all my scraps, which were taking over my life. So now I'm going to make some tags and stuff. Those got wet sitting on top of that. I think we'll cover that with this, just because we can. Might as well put that paper in here. Now you could have left those other pieces on there, but you chose not to. I know. Remember that piece of junk paper? For that. This is the bottom half of Buddha. If I do it like that, nobody will know what we're looking at. Nobody's going to see it anyway because I just covered it all up. All right. Hang on, let me find that piece of paper that was sheer, but is yellowish. Right here. Yeah, and then you can see the black through it. Okay, I like that. Yellowish doesn't show that much, so I'm just going to put it on. Ah. See, scraps were left over from something else. Perfect. Perfect. Now, because I tore the crap out of that, I'm going to put glue on the card. Try to slow down. Enjoy the process and not take off like a wild hares after you. Yeah. Trim that just a little. Perfect. And if I needed to put it in a pocket, which might be better, I can trim those sides, which I could have done before I did this. But I had so much fun researching for that project. Y'all cross your fingers for us here in Bentonville, because we've got people that go to China continuously. Ta-da. I wonder how many times you can get the liner of a napkin wet before it finally gives up. Hey, it's not ready to give up yet. Don't you hate it when clothespins come apart? But I won't bore you with putting that together right now. Now we've got sky is the limit on the back side. Like a Buddha bed. It's on her tag, right? Buddha belly. See? Not everybody has one of those. I mean, I do, but Rachel, I'm not the best at talking to my people. All right, let me put something on this. Let me get this glued down good first. Well, I didn't do a very good job at all. Okay. Well, okay. A trip to the moon. Oh, Buddha belly's on sideways. Cross your fingers. Now, trip to the moon. That way and that way. I didn't even check it. Of course, now it's trimmed to fit. We're still good. We'll cut this one down just a hair to match that one a little better. All right, corner rounder. I got the bigger one. I'll have to get out of the chair to get it. Where's that red? Here it is. Let's see if I can cut that one better. No. No. But up. Here you go. I see the chat moving. Hi, Patty. Cherry. Pat. Gosh, a bunch of folks snuck in on me. Okay, y'all want to see what I did today? Show and tell. First show and tell, I made some amber paper. I had this yellow onion skin that I got on, Etsy or eBay or something. And then I put shellac on it, amber shellac. And then I took plain old cellophane tape from the Dollar Tree and put it on wax paper from the Dollar Tree. And then when you need it, you just pull a strip off. See? And then I'm sure that we'll use the in-between pieces. I could probably use those for washi tape. So I did that yesterday. A big journal. I did this. And the Traveler's Journal. I did this last Friday. I think I was playing on my own. Sometimes I just need to get in here with my music and think about anything else. Here's a piece of that tape. Here's a piece of the amber paper. And then the little one. I did this one. There's another piece of tape. So then I thought that I would start making some tags and tip ends and stuff like that. So that's my first one there. Look at, it's me on the back. No, mine's twice that size. Oh God, I got a glimpse of myself in a glass door today that would have made you throw up. Put that with the rest of them in my bucket. I really want to do these. I'm going to try those. Hang on. The wettest, of course, you don't want that one. These are little off ends from Canvas Corp. Used to have big paper lines. And that piece just kind of fits right there. And I like it because it'll let stuff show through. Save that bit for later. Got a whole drawer full of their papers. They were right here in Springdale, just the next town over. Now, if I had Robin's nice long fingernails, wouldn't that be prettier? And not for me. Oh, Patty's got them too. Rachel's probably got them too. But I don't go out in the world anymore. I will say that the next time I play with shellac, I'm going to put on a glove, even though I hate gloves. It did not all come off with soap and water. And my can said use a little bit of that really cute. Okay, little pieces. No rhyme or reason. These are, oh, did y'all see these? These are my library pockets. And the only thing I didn't do right was I folded it in and glued it. I was supposed to wrap that around the edge and glue it, but I can catch that next time. Need to get to my little box. I'll put some blue. Let's do it. Don't overthink it. I got to start making some postcards. But I'm afraid of them, so there you go. I've got some ready. There's some that need to be covered, but there's one. And I'm going to be using two sizes because I have quite a few 4x6 index cards. At Lowe's, Here's what the can looks like. It's about $12 for a can. I hadn't used mine because I was afraid of it. I didn't really know how to use it. And I bought mine to use with encaustic because you can put wet shellac on top of a cured encaustic and then light it, and it crackles and makes real neat designs. But I hadn't used it for this. And Rosemary Morris, my friend down in Fort Smith, keeps hers out all the time and uses it. So I thought, well, if she can do that, so can I. Yeah. I mean, I keep them cut as short. Yeah. If you can keep from losing it. I try to come back on. They know me. I've got one with a magnet on the back that will stick to some stuff around here so I don't lose it. But yeah, I like that little one. Okay, so far so good. Let's do let's do a little bit of silver. I know I put my credit card back. There it is. Got a little too thick. So let's see. Let's just use this up over here. And just do this as we usually do. Just using pieces now, guys. This is the stuff I swear would end up in my floor. Okay, let's go. I know Robin doesn't put her glue on like this because it gets dirty and sticky, but mine dries real quick. I'm surprised hers doesn't. It helps me line things up. Except when it does that. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, somebody who could read questions and ask me what they are. Oops. Have to stay with the glue thing. And then I could do that while I'm working. There, that's not half bad. Now that thing moved. Maybe we can scooch it back over there. No. I don't remember when it would have moved. Maybe when I put the paint on. Good Lord. I can tell you right now that I don't like getting old. I used to do French hand sewing and would thread these little gossamer needles with this little gossamer thread. And now I can't even see to put a pin back in a paint bottle. Okay, now corner round. Come on now. And I'm not going to do hole punches. Come on. There, maybe that's the secret. Put it down. So go to Walmart and get yourself these little bins. This pack was 4, 2 small ones and 2 bigger ones for $7.99. And they're perfect for holding. This is my smallest box, my medium box, and cardstock for Ta-da! Simple, simple. I gotta get pictures of all this stuff. This is an old piece of scrapbook paper. I'll save that for another day. All right, what time is it? 5:42. It is time for me to go. That's a good idea, Ian. I haven't seen you in a while. The reason that I don't like gel medium is for this reason. See how flat these pages are? And you can put the glue stick on if it's a Noohoo glue stick. The others don't hold as well. But you can, by the time you finish a page, it's all dry. And with matte medium, it's not. So, anybody got anything else? Yeah, we'll have to, somebody who wants to volunteer to do that, to be my verbal chatter, maybe we get chat going a little better. Joycey and Gail are almost always here, so maybe they might try. All right, I think I'm done. Let me get something up here because let me get this big one. They always photograph what is on your desk after you quit streaming, so that'll look better. I just love that. That's a piece of Robin's on photo paper. And here's a piece of that Scotch tape. There's my buckets up. And they stack and the lids sit under them, so I think they're just cool. I probably need to get a few more. All right. Anybody got anything else to talk about? Hey, Ian, did you see last week's girl? This is in the Dina Wakley book, and that was on canvas paper. And it soaked up and soaked up and soaked up, even though it had some gesso under it. But it ended up turning out okay. I had a heck of a time getting her skin smooth. So anyway, that was last week's. And I've done these pages using Distress Oxide, just get something on the page. Here's another piece of that canvas. And I glued a napkin backing on that, and it's still damp. I did use gel medium for this, and it's still damp. Anyway, ooh, got some wild ones. There's a colored pencil of me several years ago, trust me. I was just using the stamp pads just to see what I could do. And they're loud and bright, and they all need to be toned down. So anyway, that was last week's. I may start another one Thursday. Who knows what I'm allowed to do. Okay, guys. I am tickled that all y'all showed up. And mine is from Walmart. And I really, really do like it. They're like $8 for this size. And it's a substantial paper that holds up well. And I tried watercolor on the first page, and it did wrinkle a little bit, but not bad. You could take a hot tool and get that out if you needed to. And here's the back side of it. Did not bleed through, which I thought was really nice. You can't see any of that blue through here. So that's what this one and my little pocket journal are from Walmart. I would have gotten the Arteza ones, but they were a little bit more expensive, and I needed instant gratification. And Robin got the Michaels ones in the same. I think they're all made by the same people in China, because they're all so similar. The paper's similar, the covers are similar. And I ordered some stuff from AliExpress last week. Randy says we're going to put it out in the yard and let the sun kill the germs before we bring it in. So this is not going to be fun for the next couple of months. You're welcome. And I will see you guys on Thursday. So be here or be square. 3:30 to 4 o'clock Central Time for, hour and a half until I get pooped. All right. Bye.